Just how much money are players going to have to pay to get their hands on a Tarkir DragonStorm collector box? Because if the sales are any indication, this is going to get a lot worse before it gets any better. If you're a fan of Tarkir DragonStorm, you may have noticed that the market has accepted the prices for the collector boxes of this set, and chances are it's going to go a lot higher. Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here, and thank you again for hanging out with me on my channel today. Tarkir DragonStorm, loved by all, an amazing set. People are really diving into it head first and just loving every moment of it. Many players want to buy an actual booster box display of a collector box. They're going to spend anywhere from, in Canada, $399 to $450. If you're in the States and you're using TCG Player, you're probably spending around $375 US and then dealing with taxes wherever you are. It's insane to think that only a few years ago, these boxes would have been around $280. And look where we're at now. Not only have we had price increases, we've had price increases that players have accepted. And that is something I really didn't see happening, but it also shows what happens when Wizards of the Coast puts together an awesome set. Now first, let's talk about what's going on with this market. So, over the last 5 days, all the boxes that are still left in circulation have started to trickle upward in price. Especially if you're here in Canada, you probably noticed places that were $3.99 going to $4.29. If you're on TCG Player, it's still holding pretty steady at $375 a box, and you've sold a few hundred boxes just these last couple of days. People are loving it and they're accepting. Remember, they are accepting. Whether or not you personally accept it, the market has accepted them and is continuing to purchase them. So what happens? Well, we have a dwindling supply. We know that Wizards of the Coast has done a masterstroke genius plan of just short printing these things to make sure they stay collectible and expensive. And if you don't get it now, well, you're not going to get one. That whole pre-order thing coming back around, again, another smack to the face of genius saying, you missed out, too bad. Maybe better luck next time. Now, there's nothing to say behind the scenes. They're not increasing production numbers. I'm not going to go that tinfoil hat route right now. But in my actual visuals of what I can see, it's a dwindling supply. It's a dwindling supply with an increased demand that is staying consistent. Now, that is due right now to the singles inside. You've got Ugin, you've got Elspeth, a whole smattering of dragons and rares, as well as uncommons that are all holding fairly decent value. And again, it's early days. We don't know which of these cards is really going to drop off. We know cards like Mox Jasper have dropped off a cliff, but we really didn't expect any differently this early in that card's creation. Even cards like Mox Amber took a couple of years to really get worked out with future consistent sets. So we'll have to see what happens with Mox Jasper in the long run. But right now, it's not going anywhere, but many other cards are. The Voice of Victory, you got all the Elspeth, the Ugins, all kind of doing very well. You got that Coil doing great, man. They've got some crazy sales going on for many of these cards. And because those cards are selling well in the singles, the box prices are holding right now. Genius. But now, you probably noticed that I haven't said anything about the singles yet, other than the fact they're holding their value, because that's the next segment of sales that normally happens. The singles market. They're waiting in the wings. They're the players who refuse to buy a box. They only buy singles, and they're waiting. They want to know where things are going to level out. They're like, where's Ugin going to fall to? Where's Elspeth going? All these cards, where are they going to end up? Because there's certain ones I need for my deck. And there's not 10 or 20 or 50 or 100 people doing this. It's thousands. Thousands around the world waiting to see what happens, to see if the box prices continue where they are, or if the singles take a beat down and start lowering in price as more get dumped into the market from people opening those boxes. Because at this box price being accepted, you have more people still opening the packs, adding more and more into the system for the singles. Where does that end up? Well, we're going to have to wait and see. Nobody has a crystal ball for that stuff. It's just one of those things you have to wait. But that's the next segment of sales. And somewhere down the highway, you got Final Fantasy. It's coming up. Destination Fundsville. It's going to be the next huge one this year. But you have to wait to get there. And in this meantime, this is where we're going to find out exactly what happens to Tarkir DragonStorm. But what we do know for certain that's happened in the last 16 to 18 months is the money moves on incredibly quickly. The difference this time is going to be Final Fantasy collector boxes sold out immediately. They're done. So what happens to all those people who can't get a box? What's going to happen as we get closer? Because the same could happen to Tarkir DragonStorm. If it's $4.29 a box and $3.75 on TCG Player, are we going to see it $4.75? $5.75? Are we going to see that slow creeping increase like things that happened to Bloomborough when no more came into the system? I tell you, Wizards of the Coast has done a fantastic job, and I wonder how high players are willing to go to get those boxes. To say, I've been saving, I want one, not just packs. I mean you can still get the packs, but how much do you want to get? Because we know the play booster boxes are going to be around for years. Bundle packs, they'll sell out, and they were very pretty. Commander decks are in production for a couple of years, and they'll get reprinted. So the only things you're not really going to see a lot of are the bundle packs, and of course, you're not going to see any more of those collector boxes. Wizards of the Coast learned their lesson from overprinting things like Innistrad and Crimson Vow, and the mistakes of double feature, not doing something more unique. Those are all lessons they've learned and will continue to plow ahead with new, inventive, creative products. Look what they did with Secret Lair to turn it around. Instead of just an endless stream of printing, everything's like, oh, we're just going to estimate what people want, and when it's done, it's gone. It's just done. They've hit that collectability side, and they've done it in a masterful way. I got to appreciate the effort they've gone through to turn things around. Maybe it's because we don't have who here anymore. Maybe when they got rid of her, everything just kind of worked out. What's her name again? It's okay. I really don't want to remember anyway. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you found this information useful. If you're one of those people looking to get a collector box, chances are the prices are not going to be dropping down. They're not like the good old days where you could get these boxes on sale around Christmas time and they knock it off because stores are ordering less, distribution orders less, and Wizards of the Coast, well, they're making less. So that's how that tale of the tape is going to end. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for being here today. And of course, I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. And of course, the comment sections. Don't forget to drop a comment, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a great day. Tarkir DragonStorm. Woo! Where are we going to go with this? And, of course, Final Fantasy, right around the corner. Hey, here we go again, right? Tarkir DragonStorm. People aren't letting this one go. The amount of boxes selling is crazy. But right now, we're here to talk to the patrons, the heroes of the channel who allow for this kind of content creation to happen each and every day. Whether you're one of my patrons or you're a YouTube membership member, you're the ones who create this content and allow for it to happen on a daily basis. I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for supporting my channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, of course, with another video. Welcome back to the Ramble Jamble. You're here at the end of the video. Imagine this. I'm filming this before my live stream on Sunday. I got all the sales numbers in. I tabulated, and man, we're selling a lot of these boxes. Is this going to have a serialized Mox Jasper? It doesn't matter. It's not mine. It's going to one of my guys out there who hit the bonus. Who hit the bonus on the wheel. Don't forget, I'm still keeping those same names, and anyone else, though, can get on that bonus when they donate to the channel at a live stream, and they'll be added for the Final Fantasy giveaway as well. It's insane, man. Crazy box. Crazy. Love the artwork, too. But it makes you wonder where Wizards of the Coast will take this idea now. They've seen the success of this set, an in-house IP, that they didn't have to shell out a whole bunch of money for like Final Fantasy or Lord of the Rings. But will they take this as a green light to go ahead and maybe take us back to another kind of cool world we haven't been to a while? Or and not mess up like the actual play mechanics of the game or give us a really silly story. They need to turn that fully around and give us some better lore, some better storytelling. We got Nicobolas coming. I love the feel of where we are right now. I don't know about you guys. I love it. This Ramble Jamble is brought to you by MTG Mox, man. Shop smart, shop S smart, people. You got that?